opened the sheet for Luke. This is
Hey,
not
what are you doing
his...
in here? Get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome in my house right now.
Alrighty.
I was thinking of... For some reason, I was thinking of... Okay.
Alright, we are live. So we are up. We are good.
Would you say we had a long rest?
Yes, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay, cool.
Mortals.
You know...
Salutations, the internet. That is the name of my new mixtape. I'm just kidding.
You know, I'm gonna send you this as a message, Boone, because I think it's really funny to mention. Really fun.
It's really funny to mention Impact. I did it. I made a funny joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, thankfully, the thing I need to do for this is not all that difficult. But it is really funny that I forgot. Okay. Okay, and I'm level 9. Okay, what's like? Okay, so really just gonna be doing a couple of rolls in the background really quickly.
In the meantime, hi.
Hello.
Huh.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
Oh my god, am I hearing thunder outside?
I hope not.
I don't know.
I hope not. If I am, don't worry about it.
Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick.
Oh, no. Thunder, bring her through the
Oh no.
Yeah, and that.
Thunder bringer, here's the finger.
Seriously, it's like we need to take that, like, splice the song from Ted, like the Thunder song.
Yeah. Ted would say fuck you to Zeus.
Aw, look at the bad.
Okay,
He's just a little guy.
just
He's
a
waiting.
little.
He's waiting. He's waiting for you to drop your guard, Dana.
Yeah, okay,
Alright,
hold on.
so. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, so Ika's the only one that's missing?
Yeah, I shot her a message earlier.
Okay.
She might still be asleep. But
That's
I did
fine.
tell her. But I did tell her yesterday, like, hey, game night.
Okay, that's fair.
So how's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good, actually.
I'm
Glad.
fine.
I do have something very important to say.
Yep.
Give me just a second to pull. Give me just a second to pull up the copy pasta.
Oh no.
You know, something about the night is magic I can't explain. Every time the sun goes down, feel everything change. Feel my body buzzing and feel the temperature rage. Every night's a brand new page.
What?
Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. She's back.
I saw that. I
showed it to Jed earlier.
Oh God.
And I looked it up myself. It was
That's how we-
pretty.
That's how we also found the other thing, certain obliteration of a certain thing.
That was in Botchamania.
I cannot believe you didn't know about that.
A dude took a suplex, and then like Dark Souls game over text showed up that said "Twink obliterated."
Nice timing, Ika.
Nice.
Hey, Ika.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, honey?
I'm doing alright.
Alrighty then, campers.
So last session was pretty funny.
Last session there was some lighting up going on, that's for sure.
Yes. I'm going to be intensely interested in this recap. So please.
So previously, in Ravnica Trail of Dragons, the plan was set forth. The plan being, turn Bear invisible, give Bear cannon, walk into Consulate building behind Cinco. Kaboom. Chaos. To cover up for Cinco being able to look up for any information that could be used about like how to better defeat Urik. Because Urik has the ghosty powers that are that make fighting Urik super hard mode. One thing that makes fighting Urik super hard mode is that Bear's invisibility doesn't work as well on a creature with true sight. And they brawled, and Bear was taking some real damage.
Oh, shit.
It was a 1v1, to be fair. And like near the end, Baral shows up. There's guards out. There's guards swarming the place out in the courtyard. The party has to work on evacuating once Bear is able to get out. And I think they know that you guys are here now. I think maybe
they know.
I think maybe they might. But there's a couple people that weren't there. One of them being Murdoch. Murdoch, I'm going to give you a couple of choices in terms of like what you were doing.
All right.
So a few ideas could be that you were doing some form of scouting outside of the building. And by the way, all of you also have sending stones made by Cinco that communicate with each other. You guys do have walkie-talkies. Slash cell phones.
I guess a quick clarification on that, like those like sending stones / cell phones. Is it like what we did with Curse of Strahd, where it's linked to one person, or is it linked to everybody?
They are in a linked network with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have to figure out who's got who.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I like simplifying things.
That's fair.
So one of the choices is that you could be around the building trying to potentially sneak your way in. You could have walked in with Cinco, or you could be off doing something else.
Was that something else?
Good question.
Are you going to answer that question?
No.
Well, now I'm curious.
I
Man,
mean,
that's
you
too
could
bad.
I mean, you could pick the option.
Okay, hey guys, am I scouting or do I go with what's in the box?
Go what's in the box.
What's in the box?
I mean,
What's in the box today?
scouting's just scouting, but the box could be anything. It could even be scouting.
I don't know. We'll take this. We'll take the box.
So you are going to take the mystery option.
Yes.
So one was going to be snooping around for paperwork. That was going in with Cinco. You were going to be doing that with him. If you were doing option number 2, which was sort of trying to infiltrate outside, it would still be like searching for documents, but you would be able to access areas that you wouldn't necessarily require Cinco in order to access, but it would be riskier to do so. But for option 3, you're out in the streets of Kaladesh trying to deal with sort of the chaos of what's going on. Don't mind me.
Boy.
So basically, you're in the streets of Kaladesh, basically with plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability. Okay, cool. Where do I drop? Where are we dropping?
You pick a place to drop, and I'm going to drop someone where you do.
All right. Well, let's drop him here. I remember this map.
You better.
What are you talking about? This map shouldn't be familiar to you at all. This map. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, actually, it should be familiar. It should be familiar to Murdoch. Of course, it should.
Yeah, of course.
Because Murdoch lives here. Murdoch lives in this area. Yeah, it shouldn't be familiar to any of the rest of you, though. So anyway,
it's certainly not my other characters. Not Tuffy. Not character who's not in this game. Not character who's not in this game. Not character who's not in this game.
Dave remembers this place.
Shut up.
And we hey.
Definitely not character who's not part of this system.
Oh, good point.
Right. But
good point.
You know who else remembers this place and is here? And is right beside you? It is Master Amut. I'd imagine we're going to hear the kaboom from here.
If it's loud, yes. I'd
It's
imagine
probably,
it would be loud.
It's probably going to be. I have enough experience with explosions to know.
Murdoch might. We have no. He prefers doing things quietly, but he might have created a couple explosions to act as diversions.
I'd imagine if anyone's creating explosions to serve as diversions, it was Amut himself doing that, because he could literally manifest a fireball and send it off in a different direction to do that.
Yeah.
So, like, he has a way to fucking remote that shit.
He was pretty good at it. He is pretty good at it. What can I say?
Yeah. So at the moment, things don't seem too weird.
Nope.
Until, of course, you see, heading down the street with a couple of guards, Padim. Now, you recall Padim to some degree. Well, you've met Padim because you're friends with Cinco.
Yep.
Padim is part of the consulate. Padim is specifically the Consul of Innovation. Which means she, like, oversees lots of inventions and stuff. You also know from the way Cinco talks that she's the one who tends to talk to Cinco directly the most, more than his aunt, which is weird. It's almost like his aunt is not a great aunt. Anyway.
I mean, did you want me to say a bitch?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Then she's a bitch.
There you go. See, it wasn't painful at all. What are we doing?
I think Murdoch would understand that she's a bitch.
Yeah.
The aunt, not necessarily this lady.
Yeah. So this lady is walking down the street, and as she's walking down the street... Oh, hello, Murdoch.
I know.
Amud has a cloak on because he's not a fucking idiot.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Oh, who is this gentleman with you?
Friend.
I'm not going to make you roll deception for that. Because you're not lying. He is friend.
The closest thing to deception is I'm hiding that this is master, but friend still works.
Mm-hmm. I see. Does this friend of yours have a name? Friend of yours and Cinco's, I presume. Or a friend of yours and Denari's, I assume? They don't know the name Cinco.
That would make sense.
That for a second.
Friend. Murdoch looks to Amut. I think my friend could speak for himself.
I don't really know Denari that well. But me and Murdoch have been friends for a while. And I'm gonna have her roll on that. I see. Well, if you're a friend of Murdoch, you're welcome to come by any time if you want to see Cinco. Or if you
do not.
I keep fucking that up. That's me fucking it up. Because I'm used to calling him Cinco. If you want to see Denari, I'm going to guess that Denari and Murdoch's trips to the workshop have been part of where you two met. He simply nods. Soft-spoken. Well. Gentlemen, I have work to get back to if you don't mind. And as she's about to walk further. Kaboom!
The fuck was that?
You guys hear the kaboom from the consulate building. Quite auspiciously timed. That came from the consulate. Those renegades.
Well, what do we do?
I would offer the two of you shelter in the consulate building, but approaching the building seems like a very bad idea, with that being where the explosion came from.
Ma'am, we'll begin securing the area.
Good. Go. Go, 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 go. So her guards go to secure the consulate building, and she's staying with you for the moment. It's like, well, I suppose we'll have to wait for them to get back. I may have somewhere that we can go in the meantime. Come. We'll go to my personal favorite cafe. Amut gives you this incredulous look of like, and you kind of get the impression it's like, this is not part of the plan, but it might be a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Being a little trustworthy with the enemy might be a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Murdoch follows. He'll request Amut to follow.
Ignore the fact that it's literally the same as the lobby of the consulate building. I'm reusing maps. You shut the fuck up.
Don't worry. We'll just say they're kind of there are
there's a lot of buildings with similar interiors.
Yeah, and I'll
these aren't elevators in this one. There's various differences.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the reason why they're so similar is because the consulate in terms of design is lazy.
Oh yeah.
So,
hello, can I get you folks anything? Padim does mention, Murdoch, have a seat. I'll pay for it.
Okay. So that's how I do. Okay, that's good. He purchased on a seat.
You know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it probably should have been that. That was the waitress saying that.
I'm not saying this in character, I'm saying this out of character. Hee hee.
I will have a red macchiato espresso with extra foam. Coffee. Black.
Water.
Okay. And you guys get to place pastry orders as well.
Something, the simplest pastry.
Amut also orders the simplest pastry. And Padim gets something complex and bougie, because of course she fucking does. Okay, I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
So, Padim looks towards Amut. We're inside Out of the Sun. You can take that hood off.
Murdoch speaks up.
What if he's not comfortable with taking the hood off?
I do not fully understand why I have a skin condition.
He's a
Murdoch,
vampire.
Murdoch, now I want you to roll deception.
Okay, I have to make sure I have Murdoch's page up, which is really good. How does the 23 sound?
A 23 sounds fine. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. That was insensitive of me. Oh. By the way, I don't believe I got your name, sir. Raziel. I need to pull up a Moot's sheet. You roll the d20 for this deception.
Alright, I'm just gonna give you the number. I got a 13 on the die.
That totals out to an 18.
I will say, Tuffy, not Tuffy, Murdoch will follow up with Raz for short.
She doesn't seem to fully believe that's his name.
Alright,
Really?
how do... That's the name I've known.
Okay, we're gonna need another deception check from you.
Oh, that's another decent 21.
Okay. Rather odd sort of nickname, but many of Dinari's friends are a bit odd. The waitress comes back with drinks for everyone.
Yay, water.
So, Raziel, she's not going to call him Raz for short. She's just going to say Raziel. So, Raziel, I presume that you're some kind of inventor yourself? I have made a thing or two once or twice. Never really put anything into the Inventor's Fair. Well, I don't see why not, even if it's something a little bit more simplistic. Getting your name out there for better funding would certainly make a life like that easier. I suppose. Murdoch, do you want to interject in that?
But you've also been away for some time.
Away where?
I never asked where before. Only that he was here now.
I don't.
Funny, you say something very funny. It seems like something you might say about that master of yours that you have mentioned.
Never knew where he went either.
Rather interesting coincidence for one of these two to come back. Did they both disappear around the same time as well? I wouldn't know. This is my first time hearing about this master of his. Roll a d20 to add Moot's modifier to again.
Okay.
Because that is a bold-faced lie.
That is a bold-faced lie. And that is a bold-faced lie that I don't think you need to add anything to, because that's a nat 20.
I mean, to be fair, the only person he's heard Murdoch refer to as master is himself.
Mm-hmm.
People do love telling half-truths because technically you can't meet yourself.
True. Master and Roz have never met each other.
I suppose it must be rather unfortunate for so many people you were close to disappear on you.
Mm-hmm.
But it is good that you reconnect. Speaking of which, do you happen to know where Denari is? Around this time, the waitstaff is coming back with pastries.
Out of character, would Murdoch know where he is?
Out of character, you know that he went to the consulate building as part of the plan.
All right. Would you say there was?
And your part of the plan was to scout what was going on outside to be able to send information. Obviously, it's a little bit harder to send information with sending stones when somebody that you're trying to hide that from is right in front of you.
Yes. I think it is. Would Cinco have gone in there as Cinco or as Denari?
As Denari. Going in there as Cinco primarily would involve going in there as Gundam Rakshasa. And that's definitely not what happened. Would have gone in there as Denari, because the goal was to go in there without being detected.
So would it be safe to say that that Denari was at the consulate?
Yes.
All right. I believe Denari was at the consulate.
Yeah. That boy always seems to be at the consulate building at the worst times. I just hope nothing bad happens to him.
If he's been in trouble multiple times at the worst if he's there at the worst possible time multiple times, it's likely he's okay.
My experience with Denari also indicates he is very good at getting himself out of trouble. So he does seem to be. So this continues for a while.
Yep.
Eventually, one of the guards comes back. Ma'am. There you are. There you are. That's quite a while. Did the rest of the backup not arrive in time? They did, but there were more than just... But there were more powerful attackers than we realized. I see. However, the building is now secure. Good. Did you happen to see Denari there? I was primarily outside. I didn't check inside the building. All right. Well, gentlemen, come on. Ma'am, do you think it's wise to bring... Shut up, Rashid. They are friends of Denari. You know Murdoch already. That is Raziel. So... So are you going to go with her to the consulate building with Raziel?
I suppose if she is expecting us to follow, we will follow. Unless Raziel has somewhere he needs to be or wants to be. And Murdoch, like a good friend, would follow.
So, Raziel initially is just going to be like, oh no, the place is on lockdown. I certainly shouldn't. And Padim is going to insist. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You're making the wisdom saving throw basically for you and Amut.
Okay.
This is not a magical effect, by the way. Well, not technically a magical effect, but
Okay, so wisdom save, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I just give you... So do I, like, roll twice? Once for me, once for Amut?
No, just roll the once, and it'll be treated as basically for both of you. Basically, Padim isn't using any kind of actual magic, just using the power of I insist.
All right. Oh God. From really lucky to nat 1. Oh boy.
no.
The dice tell a narrative. Narrative says we're coming. Oh, wrong one. That's the power of that nat 1. I accidentally switched characters. Don't worry, it's all better now.
Yeah, it's fine. So Padim shows up. We're gonna move us to this corner.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Padim's like, oh, there you are, Denari. Are you alright? Oh, hey, Miss Padim. I brought Murdoch and your other friend with me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Hadn't seen you in a bit. Likewise. I'm gonna need you to roll a d20 for partial deception because they're trying to hide the fact that Denari doesn't know what name to call him.
I mean, I'll just say, I mean, I could just say, it's, yeah, you're glad to see Raz too, aren't you? Do I still need to make it? Do I need to make it now?
I still say yes, but do so with advantage.
Okay. I mean, oh, thank God. First one was another nat 1. But thanks to the advantage, I got a 16 on the die.
Okay. Yeah, that ends up totaling a 21. I think you're good.
Oh, yeah.
So Denari is like, yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Yes, I know I haven't shown up at the workshop lately. It's fine. Well, considering what just happened, it seems that I'm going to need to be in a meeting. If you'll pardon me. Mm-hmm. So they go to their meeting, and this is where you find out the roles of the people in the consulate. Let's run everything down. Azrani Meratra, Dinari's aunt. Consul of Taxation and Treasury. Isaiah Veer, who is on your side. Consul of Ports and Commerce. Dovin Bond, Consul of Regulation. You're familiar with him.
Bitch.
Baral, Consul of Law Enforcement. He looks scary as fuck. And Padim, Consul of Innovation, which is the person who brought you here. Oh, there's one more. There's one more that I need to introduce to you. Urik, Consul of Allocation.
Oh.
Shit. Like, the fact that Amut is keeping up is... Amut is smart enough to keep up the fake voice, but the oh shit reaction is probably indicative of the fact that that's not good. You know them?
Actually, Murdoch would be surprised too, because Murdoch doesn't know Uri.
No. We're separate enough from the... We're separate enough from the, from them. You guys stay in front of me so I can contact the others. And just listen in to what they're saying. So at this point, Cinco moves further in, and this is where the call that happened at the end of the last session happens, which is going to be important for the timeline of things that Murdoch can do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's further and he's further back. So, you overhear in the meeting, Urik is very familiar with the people who were attacking, especially the one who was inside the building invisible. Basically just names the whole last party except Ika. Just drops names. Doxes their guilds. The works.
Oh man, he's that kind of person, isn't he?
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, don't you know that's... Don't you know you just don't do that? Like, what the fuck?
I am going to roll something to see how far the doxing their guilds goes. That's a low roll. Okay. So, this was in relation to Badrinus.
Mm-hmm.
They stated Badrinus as being part of Simic.
Okay. That's good.
Yes. The purpose of that roll was to see if they would expose the fact that you're secretly Demir.
This does seem to match up with the information that brought you here, Urik. So they are the chasers, are they?
Yeah, they also didn't name drop Tuffy.
Which would make sense. Tuffy was not there.
Mm-hmm. Actually, they would mention that there were a couple of them
Not present.
that, like, Ika wasn't there, but mentions that Ika and Tuffy were missing from that. Amut is in fact a legitimate business person. It's true. Cast witness protection on Amut. So anyway,
I just love what Eek said in our little chat. What the fuck? Don't dox us. We got phone books.
It's fucked up.
damn, bro.
They know our Twitter accounts.
They're gonna constantly deliver pizzas to us.
No.
Excellent. Azrani
They're gonna ding dong dick you.
We have their Twitter accounts. Azrani set up the sock puppets.
They're gonna make it quit longer.
Time for guilty as sock string.
Plot twist. Eliza abandoned Twitter a long time ago.
Okay, Blue Sky accounts. Or whatever the Ravnica equivalent of all this is.
They've got our
Probably
Facebook.
something made by the Demir.
Wait.
Yeah, I can totally see that. And it's-
Right down to the collecting all your private information. Anyway,
Yep.
so but anyway, enough about the technology. Enough about the memes about the technological Big Brother state. We're not in Ravnica yet, so. So it's like. So they really are that dangerous, as Ronnie's the one who speaks up. I mean, truthfully, they're just a bunch of lucky chumps. That was Arik saying that.
Murdoch will remember this.
Baral and I will deal with them if they show up again. Notably, Arik is leaving Veer out of that. So the meeting continues for a little bit. They're talking about the need for more members of their newer consulate. And eventually, eventually, the meeting ends, and I'd imagine if you don't alert Denari that their meeting is ending, Raziel would, like, one of the two of you would, for sure.
Yeah, at the Denari. Meeting's adjourned.
I gotta go. Time's out. I'll be back in contact later. So they move through. Arik moves right past you. Arik narrows their eyes for a moment at Raziel, but then continues on. Baral doesn't pay either of you any... Never mind. Dovin Bond goes up into this fucking room.
Bitch. I'm not saying this a character. I always want to say this out of character. He is a bitch.
Veer, Azrani, and Padim come up to you guys. It's like... Who is this gentleman? Oh, yeah. That's my buddy Raz from the workshops. When I've come to pick you up before, I haven't seen him there. He's been away for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I'm gonna have you roll a d20.
Okay.
Gotta add a little bit of extra tension for that shit.
Somehow, it got cocked on the thing. Okay, that's... I'm assuming it's a +5.
Well, it's Cinco trying to convince here.
Okay.
So it may not be a +5. So give me the number on the die.
I got a 12 on the die. No
Okay.
modifiers.
Padim, considering all that's happening, could you be a little bit less lax with security, please? Oh, come on. Denari's trustworthy. And the two of them leave. Is it just like, okay, fucking shit, right?
There's no thopters or anything in this room, is there?
Nope.
Okay.
At least none that you can see.
Okay.
You'd be like, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Right, so, actually, I should... So, we were thinking that if we could manage to get Padime onto our side by convincing her that our side's winning, it could swing things. Yeah, but that's gonna be a tough sell. A little bit easier with the right meeting. And Murdoch, it is now up to you to figure out how that meeting happened.
All right. Perhaps the best way to do it would be to have how do we get Padime into a meeting with who would we be getting into this meeting other than Padime?
I think for sure we'd want me and Isaiah to be there. Because, hear me out on this one. We're the ones who she thinks is on the consulate side, other than you.
Anyone from the Chasers?
See, that's the point where I'm not 100% certain. So, we do have some options. Tell you what, let's come up with an excuse that's like, well, if I had to make certain recommendations, for one, I would probably recommend Ick. Why would you recommend it? I have my reasons.
Murdoch doesn't know them as much, so Murdoch really can't, like, be super sure. You know?
Padrinas also has a surprisingly cunning way with words. And well, considering what Ika was able to do in terms of getting
in terms of getting Abel Kane offer back during the tournament, or during Valor's Reach. It wasn't a tournament. I also need to remember that. Ika would also potentially be a good choice.
So, Ika, Bedrinus, and Ik.
Yeah. So basically, I'm taking the primary in show of hands, and in terms of PCs, having them be the people who show up.
Cool. Ik and Ika. Why are their names so similar?
He shrugs.
Makes it easier.
Right. I'll arrange the meeting under the guise of it being one to show our project.
You could have a project to show, just to make sure that there is technically no deceit.
I mean, I technically do, but still. So, we're gonna go back to the hideout after a little bit more waiting.
Okay,
because that's exactly what we need is more waiting.
All right. After some time, you'll see him perk here.
Yeah, we'll say that he ends up coming. I would say that Moot would also want to get the fuck out of there. So he eventually comes back as well. And it's like, but the initial thing that was going to happen was going to be before the two of them get back.
Oh, okay. In that case.
Yeah, so it was going to be through the Sending Stone. It's like, okay, guys?
Mm-hmm. Bing, bing.
So, yeah. So, bit of good news. I was able to set up a meeting with Padeem. The cover for the meeting is that I'm showing Padeem some of... The cover for the meeting is that I'm showing Padeem some of my projects. Which, yes, I technically am. You can almost hear the shrug emoji.
All right.
Murdoch and a Moot should be headed back soon. To be able to lead you guys there. Well, specifically for sure, we thought that it would be best for Murdoch, Bedrinus, Ika, and Ik to be there.
Oh.
I suppose that's acceptable.
Ich can.
Anybody else showing up is fit. Anybody else being there is fair game. When we've got the time, I'll be sure to send it right away. And Amut and Murdoch show back up. Okay. Amut finally lets down the hood.
You two okay?
That was very, very stressful. I was inside the consulate building. We managed to convince Padim that I'm some friend of Cinco's.
Named Raviel. Raziel.
Ravioli.
Ick nods.
The reason Amut and Ick like each other so much is that sometimes they both just share the brain cell.
I
was not
Eliza actually had to cover her mouth to hide her giggles.
Amut seems more serious than he actually is.
It's true. He is both very serious and very not.
It was really funny.
I thought for sure that Bird Brain had figured me out. He looks towards Ika. No offense.
None taken.
Different bird. I believe his name would he have caught Eric's name?
Yes, but Eric is they them.
I'm so sorry. Would Murdoch have caught their name?
Yes.
Okay. I believe their name was Eric.
No.
You mean it's Eurik, that Eurik in the performance that blurted out that infamous line?
Yes, that Arik. And as much as I know they're siding with the evil, I actually want you guys to try and spare their life. I don't want them to die.
I mean, if you want to be technical about it, they're probably already dead, but...
Oh.
That was Prem speaking up, the expert on being already dead.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I get what Eliza means. Like in an eternalized state, but without a physical body.
Can we punch in face?
You can punch, just no kill, please.
Punch.
Gamataki puts his knife away.
Murdoch
A
also.
little bit.
Murdoch also.
Yeah, because it pains me to see like a fellow, even folk just go down the path of darkness.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've been working with my guild master to kind of help Arik out.
See, to be honest, I think part of the problem here with Arik, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arik is apparently very convinced that everybody's lying to them, right? Like, especially among the Orzhov. But...
Yeah, even though... yeah. They're siding with the bigger liars.
All we have to do is be able to really expose the lies being told by this side. Either way, Arik is being offered power. Cinco seems to have a bit of an idea of some of the negotiation tactics that are going to work on Padim. Basically, part of it is going to involve convincing her that our side's winning. I think having the people who are close to the consulate who Music bot!
At least it's just a music bot, you know?
Yeah.
It was Dovin. Dovin's hacking into the bots.
I'm hacking into your server. I'm doing Bon. I'm hacking into your mainframe.
And they're doxing more than the party members.
Yeah, now that he's doxing us, the players. He could break through fourth walls.
I'm Dovin Bond. This is exactly how I sound. This is my voice.
Oh my god.
I fucking knew it!
That's not the voice I've been using for Dovin Bond.
That sounds like a minion of his, not gonna lie.
Mr.
Can we just
Dovin.
have a minion? Can we just have a random minion of Dovin just sound like that?
Yeah, I thought like Dovin Bond just has a more elegant sound to it, like when I hear his voice in Magic Arena.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
Yes, I've been voicing him like this. I shall call him Mini-Me. Hello.
Did he just like fit into his hand?
Yes. Anyway, so just randomly making up shit aside. So it's like by the way, the main people we wanted to make sure were there were primarily my idea. Like, he looks to Eliza, no offense, but, considering Reek is on the other side, I figured having you on this side wouldn't really necessarily be a positive.
I understand, believe me.
Right. He looks towards Bear. Arik was talking shit about you. And about how they could kick your ass.
Eliza looks at Bear.
Bear was honestly, he was tuned out of the situation until that comment came up. And he just sort of sits up and slowly turns. Punched them out of reality for a moment.
That was the reason I thought that your presence wouldn't do much to convince Padim. If Padim has Arik convinced that, well, you're no threat, then...
Therefore,
Bear, what do you
with
make of
one
that?
hand and steal one. Not a threat. Bear is going to break its stupid bun spots.
Bear, are you okay?
Bear is fine. Reek, not for much longer.
Bear, please just don't kill them. That's all I ask.
Break bones, but not kill.
Would you, in fact, say that Bear is no holla back girl? Heard that you were talking shit and he didn't think that I would hear it. He looks towards Gamataki. Well, as for you, nothing personal. Your social skills are in some ways below the level of mine when it comes to negotiations.
If I were any less of a person, I'd probably react to that a bit more.
Poor Gamma.
Truth be told, if we weren't already affiliated, I probably would also be in the same boat.
Yeah. You strike me as the type of person to not take offense to that.
I've heard worse over my career. Nothing really phases me.
That's kind of part of what I was talking about. Anyway. Just calling out Gamataki for being an antisocial jerk.
Yeah, Gamataki's only response to that is, meh.
It's very in character. What can we say?
He doesn't plan on fixing that.
He then explains why the people Murdoch's already someone who is considered associated with that side. I am probably going to be there because the reveal that we have 2 dragons may be able to balance things out a little bit better. He looks towards Bedrinus. You can be incredibly convincing of things.
She just kind of just, she just kind of like sits there and is just like, she just like kind of sits there, maybe like nods, like, appreciation.
And you, he indicates Ika, are surprisingly able to appeal towards people's rational side.
I try what I can.
Notably, he doesn't explain Ick.
Ick's just there.
He doesn't need to explain Ick.
Yeah, we know.
Emotional support.
Everyone needs a support mushroom.
It's true.
Yeah, right now Eliza's got a support dog she's petting.
Borg.
Yes, must pet the doggo.
Gamataki has a support knife.
Emotional support knife.
He just pets the knife as if it was a dog.
he just stabs whatever's annoying him. He's like, "What'd you do that for?" I feel supported.
Oh my fucking god, Bear!
I'm happy for you, but also bleeding out.
Get a band-aid.
Bear, are you okay?
I'm gonna kick this bird's ass. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna kick its ass.
You fucking Tweety-looking half-dead freak! What the fuck?
Oh, they're gonna regret it.
Bear's like, time to Kentucky Fried this
One
bird."
comment ended their entire career.
So, saying don't kill bad news.
I mean, you could
It won't kill.
I mean,
Listen,
you could be.
It's not gonna kill them. But he's gonna beat them into a bloody pulp and then lord it over them for the rest of their sad existence, which will be about 4 minutes before they die of blood loss.
This is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of Terminator's like, I won't kill him. He'll live.
Please, please, for the love of God, I really want you to say Tweety looking half dead freak to Arik.
He probably will.
The problem is, context doesn't exist in Ravnica for that. It's funny to us because we know who Tweety Bird is.
Yeah.
Right.
If you say it, then Arik will clap back. Arik, a villain with sass. So, Denari gets back on the phone. Hey guys, hope I wasn't interrupting anything. Do we hear Bear yelling in the background?
There is no yelling. There is a consistent stream of annoyed grumbling.
Gabataki's like, pull up a chair.
I am on a phone.
Pull up a chair where you have your phone.
Look, we got a meeting set up. It's set up for... insert time here.
No, I like to imagine as he says that it kind of static. It's like staticky, as if like he's going through a tunnel.
Yeah. So you guys head that way, and I'll meet you there. By the way, the people who are involved in the scrap, you may want to have disguises of some kind.
Ooh.
Do you know where Rick might be?
I'm not sure. They left that meeting like a while ago. Why?
Or talking shit like Bear would not find out.
Oh. I can relate. You know how many people have told me how much of a bitch gut Rakshasa is to my face?
Talking about someone they do not know is you. Rick is talking about me behind my back.
Well, they think they're talking about me. They're talking about Rakshasa behind his back. You see how I can relate, right?
Rick lost the fight. That is what is important here. And he's still talking shit.
Yeah, guess what happened to the people who were talking shit about Rakshasa?
Still, Bear has to find the stupid bird. Bear's shit list has had a new entry at it.
Bear, how many people are on that list now?
Very few.
Am I still on the top of it?
You are now in second place.
Wait, who's on top?
Arik.
Bird.
Ah, okay. I thought it was.
So
Go on.
So anyway, let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Kill this fucking bird.
We're not killing the bird yet.
Okay. Shut up this fucking bird.
People can drop in.
Okay.
And Cinco is going to be over here.
I was about to say, is there anywhere specific?
Cinco.
Really.
I think I will be by Cinco.
There is at least one more token that I should drop. I should drop. Cinco is working on this motorcycle-looking thing that totally isn't familiar at all. Never been seen before.
I'm sorry, I have to laugh for something. You've never played Sonic Adventure?
No, I haven't played Sonic games.
Hey.
I like Big's design though. He's just a silly little guy.
He is such a silly little guy.
It's like, don't exactly have to tell her that it's a planeswalker cycle. So anyway, the gang is here. The gang that is going to be here for this. Notably, it seems that Bear is not among them.
Bear is not I see Bear is not Amogus.
No, Bear is not Amogus.
Bear is hunting.
He's hunting.
Amut has the hood. It's like, okay, Padim should be here any minute. I probably should be the one to give the introductions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's another person who should be here. My apologies. Where the fuck did I put that token?
Somewhere.
I put it here. I figured it out. I did it. So, Padim, knock on the door. Denari, like, hey, before I show you the bike, I did want you to meet a few other friends of mine. Oh, certainly. I'm pretty familiar with Murdoch. Ah, yes, I met Raziel earlier, and Isaiah, hello. Yo. And wait. Two of you match the description of
Hmm?
People who attacked the consulate.
No. They don't have as good hat as I. And Ix wearing just like a particularly large top hat.
Roll a deception check.
Hold on. If they don't have as cool of hats, that should be with advantage.
No, I'm not doing advantage for that.
That is a 10.
3 of you matched up. What's going on? Murdoch, I see that you're by the door.
I wanted to be my friend.
What exactly is going on here? We're not interested in any kind of fight. We just want to... Are they holding you hostage?
No hostage.
So, I'm going to let the people actually in the party be the ones to explain the case more so than Dinari.
I believe in you guys.
Murdoch, you count.
I know. I believe in you guys. So these are more friends. Come on, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, guys.
You saw through Ix cunning disguise.
It's cunning disguise of just having like those funny little goggles and that funny fake nose on.
Yeah, and a big hat.
And a big hat.
It was a hat and glasses.
Cunning. You are astute.
Yeah, Bedrinus will, slowly approach, but still keep a respectful distance, just to, put her at ease a little bit. And she'll just say, we're just here to talk. And I don't mean that in like a threatening manner or anything. We genuinely want to have a conversation with you.
Well. Ika, do you want to add anything to that?
We spoke over here. We'll be cautious. We're just trying to say we want to like talk things out in a peaceful manner.
But didn't you attempt to blow up the consulate building?
It was just a joke.
You could have killed people! That's not a joke! Betrinus, Ika, any comment on that? Because Padee makes a good point. Y'all did commit a terrorism.
Yeah, that's where I guess Bedrinus will just say, it's like, what exactly do you know about your consulate.
What's that supposed to mean?
Basically, I think some of the people that you have chosen to put your trust in don't have your best interests in mind.
After the old consulate was ousted, Dovin Bond eventually returned and was able to wrest control again. Far be it from me to fight against that. You promoted Baral, it makes sense. Baral has always been a top enforcement officer. He brought in a friend of his that helped when he was away, Arik. He seems to have other sources of information from other planes, which has certainly been very helpful in our day-to-day dealings.
It's like, yeah, that I will not contest. You are correct. He does have many connections. But that being said, are you aware of how he got those connections?
Are those really the types of questions that I should be asking?
Mm-hmm.
I guess if anybody else is free to jump in and help provide. Let's Bedrinas do all the talking.
I'm trying to think of.
Just out of character, just the fact that Dovin Bond's a fucking wanted criminal.
But we don't. But how many of us know how many
I believe we've been told.
We know that.
I believe we were made.
I
believe we were made aware of that. That's why we came to Kaladesh, because oh shit, this is a big deal.
Okay, I was wondering if Murdoch knew that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you also know that Arik is working with the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, most Murdoch knows about Arik is that Bear wants to clock their lights out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So okay, well I guess no one else will chime in, and some drinks will be like,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of questions.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. So Bedrinas will just say, well, I suppose to get to the heart of the matter and to put it bluntly, several of them are wanted criminals. Is that really the kind of reputation that you want for your consulate after everything that's happened? That you are colluding with criminals from other planes?
Dovin Bond isn't the person you think he is.
That sounds a little bit ludicrous. Dovin Bond committing crimes?
Can you account for his whereabouts? Before, he had previously left Kaladesh, correct? And then returned? Where did he say he was?
He said that he had gone to handle other business. And that he was And he was under the impression that the new regime would not think of him as welcome here. Take a little bit of time elsewhere, and eventually things smooth over.
Sounds like you are unfamiliar with the war that took place in Ravnica.
Have you ever questioned what kind of businesses he does?
Those are not the types of questions I ask. It is not my position to ask those. When it comes to regulation, that's his job. When it comes to law enforcement, that, well, is now Baral's job. It used to be... Actually, I don't think there was a previous... We'll say, make up a name. And that is now Baral's job. My job is to oversee invention.
Alright. Okay, well, in Ravnica, a war had taken place. More like an invasion. And Dovinban was allied with the invaders. We have credible proof of that happening. Not only that, we also are aware of other allies to the invader. And one of them is named Urik.
Mm-hmm.
We've been trying to find them and thwart them. They are trying to bring back the invader.
Yes, Arik did. So is that what this chaser thing that Arik mentioned was? You're trying to stop this invader?
Yes.
Ooh.
So it sounds like you're threatened by him.
It's like everybody is threatened by this. That's why we're putting our lives on the line to try to stop it. No, should we fail, all the planes are pretty much sentenced. That includes
Ravnica, just the start.
Yeah, Ravnica is the start, but it won't end there. No, Kaladesh, no doubt, will fall if they succeed. That's why we're here. You know, we want to tell you what's happening, and we're hoping that you can help us.
Right, but they're going to place their own in charge of things once they take over, right?
There won't be something to take over. And if he looks back at Murdoch, he's just gonna do something with his like hands, where he's just gonna like as if it's like showing that gone, like.
Hmm.
I don't think you know me very well if you think that talking about mass destruction is going to convince me of something. No one really seeks out mass destruction They always seek to replace it with something of their own design. Don't take me for a fool. You survive by siding with the winners. That's how that works.
What if we winners?
Based on the way Arik was talking about you, it doesn't seem like it.
Arik is a motherfucker.
If I may. If Arik was lying about or hiding involvement, who's to say Arik wasn't lying about the strength of the opposition? After all, if they truly were weak, could they not destroy? Could they not easily have taken care of the Chasers? It sounds like the Chasers are much stronger than they are letting on.
Considering the fact that Arik described nearly beating their strongest member by themselves, I think weak enough for an army to deal with.
Can an army face dragons?
It is at this point that Amut, still in the cloak, will step forward. And he will bring down the cloak.
You! Hi.
What is Ick doing?
You.
Ick was getting into a better position.
Oh, okay. That's right. I'm like, it's like, uh-oh, the mushroom is circling.
Very scary.
You were Malik?
Friend.
The dragon that Dovin warned us to look out for. Rick did describe one of you as a dragon.
There's another one.
What? Amut will get on the phone. Hey guys.
Sup?
I think there's a little bit more of a push of convincing. Could you guys come in here?
Sure. Hi.
The question is, how does Bear show up?
How does Bear show up?
Break through the wall. Break through the wall.
Bad idea. Don't want to make too much noise.
And yet...
it seems like an appropriate display of might.
Counterpoint, you would probably have soldiers swarming the place.
That's also true.
It would have been funny, but I understand why you don't.
Tactical roll.
Yeah.
Tactic for good reason you don't. For the funny.
Show
So-
up as the incinerator.
I have. Is there a door? This building has a door, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a better idea.
Door.
I guess
Bear's
the walls
going
are really
to-
right behind him.
Bear, no, you'll want to be in front of Bear because Bear is going to do something to the door.
Oh,
Okay.
Except... Actually, no, Ick, stay here.
No. It's like, oh no.
Hi.
Bear walks in behind Eliza and slams the door behind him a bit too hard. Whoops.
Roll a strength check.
That's this is raw strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
25. Natural 20.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoops.
Hi.
Hello.
I'd like to reiterate. If Arik was lying about other things, could Arik not be lying about overpowering him?
What about the finances? Your aunt is... What do you think I've been doing with my allowance? So you're... Yes! And yeah! What about that? Yeah, that too.
They just don't even need to say anything, you just know.
This does create quite the troubling situation. Still, how do I know that you lot wouldn't toss me to the curb as soon as you win?
Why would we bother? Seems mean.
Yeah, but
It is what the last rebellion did with Dovin Bond.
Yeah. Yeah, Badrina, she kind of just like looks towards Amut's direction and says, "When we first met him, he was our enemy. He had intended to take us out. Circumstances have changed, and now he is helping us."
I saw the error in my own judgment in this situation when it comes to all of this. And so can you.
And we're not just going to, punish people who, get in our way. If they truly see the error of their ways, if they will help us, then we give them that chance.
Well, this is most certainly a lot to think about. Okay, tell you what. After the whole revolution thing, there's gonna need to be a new government, right? Potentially with its own consulate of some sort. Considering my position in all of this rebellion shit, I would probably be a part of that. But if you really think about the place where I would be the most qualified, it would be your position. So, the way I see it, the choices in that regard would be either you're no longer in the consulate, or you get a promotion to something like maybe the position my aunt was in. Okay, I'm in.
Options.
Yeah, Padim isn't 100% a good person. However,
However, Pradeep can be persuaded.
Can be persuaded to do the right thing, even if it's for the wrong reason.
Realm.
Yeah.
Realm. There are many ways of persuasion.
Not like that.
And one of those, there are
explosion.
many ways. There are many ways of persuasion, and one of them is bribery.
You know what? Last ditch effort. Besides, if I'm not mistaken, the more that happens, the more likely it will be that all of the realms are saved. We start one at a time. Isn't that right, Master?
That's absolutely correct. All we're trying to do is stop the worst case scenarios from happening.
Ooh. Look in our sorry, maybe I should have
disguise.
yet. Sorry.
She looks
Maybe I should have waited.
proud of herself.
You know what? I'm proud of her too.
Good.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to save that, and I am going to put that on the stream.
Thank you. We just need
Dana,
Jack
I will pay you to color that in. that needs to be fully done.
Okay.
You're not the only one. I'll pay.
So, that's 2 out of 6. The other 4 are a little bit harder.
One of them very soft.
I presume you mean my aunt?
Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's
Reek, very soft.
here's the image, audience, that we were giggling at. So yeah.
That is so beautiful. Oh my
She
God.
literally sketched that during this conversation.
You know what? Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my
No.
god. Oh my
What
god.
are you apologizing
Don't
for?
fucking apologize.
You're not
I should
allowed.
have waited a little bit. But it's
No,
fine.
it was fucking amazing.
No apologies required.
The
ever.
best
You
time
do
to
not-
drop an image like that is whenever the fuck you want.
Fair.
Do not apologize for art.
Now we just need to have Bear with the mustache. I don't know why. That's just a funny image in my head.
No, Bear isn't very.
Here's-
Bear's disguise is very much just the incinerator.
Just puts on the top hat. Morning.
Top of
So-
the morning.
I can honestly say that Arik and Dovin are definitely not going down without any kind of fight. What about your aunt?
Right.
Unfortunately, even the opportunistic angle that I could take with you wouldn't really work with her. Nor would the morality angle that at least partially helped with you. There might be some way to convince her. But it could take other consulate members to do so. She looks towards Isaiah.
If it's you, me, and her, that's half the votes. Which leaves the other half. Unfortunately, Baral's loyalty is going to be to Dovin, considering Dovin's the one who promoted him in position. And considering what you've said about Dovin and Arik, they are not leaving their position unless they are physically unable to hold it. So dead, in other words. Yes.
If I may ask another question, madam, have you seen any other people associated with Dovinbon and Arik? People who are not, perhaps not affiliated with the consulate?
I have seen a couple of people he was speaking to before. One of them appeared to be a man in a mask.
Yeah. Watch your back around him. He's a nut. He's allied with Arik. They're part of the same group.
Another one who actually seemed to be the person who brought Arik here, seemed to also very closely speak with Arik, was blonde, bronze skin.
Oh no.
It's Sandy, bitch.
Is that his name? Sammy, bitch?
Might as well be.
Should be.
I'm going to recommend not calling them that around them.
Well, there must
For
be
the record,
something-
we actually know Geolus's name, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his name is Geolus.
He tried to kill me. He points over towards Gabataki. Also tried to kill one of his family members. Actually, basically his entire found family.
Unfortunately, he has the ability to shut off the magic that makes Bear stronger than ever. Somehow.
That is concerning.
Until he is dead, and then it is no longer a concern.
Still, I suppose we could have the upper hand if you were able to get in contact with this Gundam Rakshasa person.
Inland?
He's a rebel that's been quite the thorn in. She's turned towards Bear. He's a rebel that's been quite the thorn in the consulate's side for quite some time. Has really caused a lot of problems. You'd be surprised. So many people complain about how if they just had the proper chance, they would be able to do something about him.
They sound very stupid.
Could you describe what they look like?
I suppose it could be argued that this Rakshasa person is a little bit stupid. They seem to just rush through without any
People
care
saying
for their...
they could beat this Gundam Rakshasa. They sound stupid.
He rushes through rather reckless. You'd be surprised. Anyway, he appears to be in some sort of metallic suit, blue, red, and green. Horns like this. And begins describing various pieces of armor that perfectly describe the person behind her. What?
It's
Sounds
getting
like
the idea.
his ability to be reckless.
I don't know. What? Denari, would you know anything about him? Yeah, I've heard of him. I've definitely heard him mentioned quite a bit. I think it'd be possible we could get in contact with him. If you could, that could work. He'd make an excellent distraction.
Distraction?
As I said, he's very reckless. He also
We
knows
could
how
do
to take a hit.
We could do the thing that happened earlier. Again.
He smiles a little bit, and Padim turns back around towards Bear. So what? Have him like launch a direct attack on the building?
No. Bear and Gundam Rakshasa.
You know, that's probably the one thing they won't expect is an aerial airstrike.
What other kind of airstrike is there?
I suppose.
Are you dealing in subterranean airstrikes or something?
Perhaps.
Well, I suppose if a lot of you see him, do let me know. Oh yeah, we will. Just absolutely being a troll. I believe there's a plan. When should I be clear of the building for when this happens? Oh, I know that ploy. What do you mean? Gonna arrange a time so that you can warn them before it happens. Not falling for that one. Are smarter than your aunt. I wasn't planning on doing that. Sure you weren't. In fact, you being in the building could be part of the plan. What if Rakshasa takes you hostage, air quotes? Wow, I just slid on that accent coming out of it.
Jesus.
Make it harder to deal with him. Give you plausible deniability for being out of the way when the more reckless shit goes down. What does the rest of the party think about that?
Eliza's down for it.
It likes.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
It is important to fight back when you are being kidnapped. Do not make it too easy on Kingdom Rakshasa.
So Padim turns back to Bear. Of course, although I'm certain that he'd probably just be able to overpower me regardless. I'm not exactly the most physically gifted.
But the act of fighting back will help sell the illusion.
Of course.
Bear has had to apprehend many people. Fighting back is something that everybody does. Do need to make something clear, though. Dovin Bun has to die.
Him in particular.
As I said, he's a wanted criminal.
Is that the music bot?
Music bot!
I think we should probably put it some. We need to put some more music in it.
Curse you, you orchestral fiend!
I'm telling you, it's Dovin Bond. He's fucking with our bot.
The man was issued a death sentence back on Ravnica for his crimes and various misdoings against the plane itself. As he has somehow escaped his judgment, it is Bear's duty to ensure that it is fulfilled.
As Bear is speaking, Padim is looking at Bear. I see. If you can provide documentation proving that he's escaping judgment, then... well... that may very well come a long way in convincing anyone else to... that may go a long way in convincing Baral to work against him.
It can be done easily.
Now we just gotta go back home for that.
Bear will go and take care of this. It is in Azorius.
Well, I should make my leave.
Be careful out
Very
there.
good.
It was an honor being able to talk with you.
Of course.
Don't knock.
Oh, when Padim turns back to turns back to usual. Like, you should be careful as well. You are, after all, dealing in very dangerous things. By the way, Denari, did you actually have an invention to show me? Oh yeah, I had the cycle. Come here. Go on. And they're talking
Be
about
back
that.
soon. And Bear walks outside and fucks off.
Hold on.
Understandable.
Okay, can I make a sleight of hand against each?
Sure,
Am I allowed?
Ick perception,
Cool.
and Murdoch's sleight of hand.
Where is my perception? That is
Where is-
22. Dirty.
I got a 10. I was trying to take the top hat.
Ick
Unsuccessful.
notices and
You
like
did...
she holds it down and like hisses.
Is it nice
It's a nice top hat.
It is.
Hey, don't take my friend's top hat.
Almost.
Yeah,
Almost.
He is so
Okay.
lucky Bear wasn't there to hear that.
yes, master. He kind of bows towards Eakins and the pilot, and I'm sorry.
I will buy you a top hat as well.
You're wearing a hat.
Okay, but
I like the implication that he bought Ick the top hat.
He probably did. He's like, yeah, this will
He
work.
did. He did
I
buy
know.
Ick the top hat and the funny mustache.
Yee.
And the funniest thing. Listen,
Mm.
you can never have one too many top hats. One too many hats.
Is good hat.
I personally have never been a hat person. I mean, look at this hair.
Might fly off when you fly.
That's also true. Perhaps if I had a strap, that would look stupid. So what does
Stick with
anybody else
glue
think
wood.
of this? So what does anybody else make of? I guess in particular, Cinco's shenanigans.
That was hilarious.
I thought it'd be really funny to have a hobby in hat collecting.
You've already got such a lovely hat.
It's true.
So I'm gonna be honest. We went through the stuff I was planning to do really fucking fast.
Eliza's kind of like right now, kind of pacing back and forth. She's kind of antsy about things.
Let's briefly explore that.
Okay. Bedrina, she'll notice that and she'll just say, Eliza, are you okay?
A little bit. I'm just nervous about things.
Does it have to do with bird brain?
Yes and no. It's just a lot of things are going through my mind right now. I should explain that, yes, Arika is a good friend of mine, and I really don't want to see them get hurt. And what's going on with them now is really concerning me, and I don't want them to die.
And I get that.
So, like, presents may show them that there's still light for them to go to and overcome their darkness.
I'm not sure if you noticed, Ika, but Arik was specifically trying to convince Eliza to not be to join Bolas' side during all that. So, maybe not.
And that's another, and actually when you bring that up, and there's something that is really bothering me. Arik was trying to convince me to go back or go to Bolas' side. That is making me question if they still need me for something, and I am really terrified of that.
We will get those answers eventually. And, like I said, we will do what we can. We've given people the opportunity to change. And, we gave it to Amut. We've given it to, I am drawing a brain fart right now.
Padim?
Yeah, Padim. You know, so it's like, oh, bless you. You know, so I mean, it's like, we've offered, we offer people the chance to change, and we will continue to hold by that standard. But that being said, I mean, I do have to ask, sooner or later, we're not going to be that lucky. I mean, I'm not saying that, Arik will be the unlucky one, but should circumstances show that he has no intention of changing, I mean, are you prepared to let him go?
If there's no other choice.
I mean, if we have if we've exhausted every possible option, then yeah, are you prepared to let him go?
She takes in a deep breath. If it comes down to that, I suppose it would be considered a mercy kill. I don't want it to result to that, because I am working closely with my guildmaster about giving them the loophole that they need. I just need Arik to listen to me for that 1 minute. But if Arik doesn't want to listen to me, then I have no choice. And I don't want that to happen.
So, a few days from now, and we'll make sure, and I'll make sure that you've got the documentation that we need and everything. Oh, by the way, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be pretty careful who you're around talking shit about Gundam Rakshasa. Oh, right. Well, I suppose I'll see most of you in a few days. Oh, Isaiah, are you going to be coming back with me? You were here to meet Denari. It would look weird if I happened to show up with you. Fair. Then I shall see both of you back at the consulate. And Padim leaves. When Padim leaves, Denari is snickering under his breath.
You are a little prankster. I hope you know that.
Ooh.
I mean, given the situation, can you really blame me?
No,
Funny.
not really. That reminds me, I need to...
He does have red in his color identity. By definition, prankster.
That reminds me, I need to get ready to go to... She looks at, what's his face? The one that's gonna give her a ride to Tarkir.
That would be Cinco.
Yeah, Cinco. I need to get ready to do a reconnaissance at, Tarkir pretty soon.
Obviously, once we're done with all this.
Obviously, yes.
So I guess the plan is that Rakshasa strikes from the air, Bear strikes from the ground, and Padim convinces as many of them to turn on Bon as possible. Probably just Baral.
I do happen to have a way of, doing an airstrike.
Yeah, an aerial one.
That's what I said, an airstrike.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
speaking out of
supposed to-
character.
Yeah, right, as opposed to those ground-based airstrikes.
Exactly.
Given the fact that we went through our stuff very quickly, I believe that will be the point where we end the session this time.
Whoa!
See, we'd have more if fucking Hoopa didn't interfere with note-taking.
God. No. You see, we'd have more. We'd have more if, you know, they let loot show up here and cause a lot more problems.
Well, someone almost
It's
opened
true.
your sheet, and it was fucking
I mean,
Hoopa.
yeah, someone did try to summon my glorious golden ass here, but it's not what happens.
It was Sorcerer's Taken. That's who it was.
Pagan.
Look, there is a difference between your glorious golden ass and my glorious blue ass, okay?
Yeah,
I'm still
I
here
don't
because
do. I don't build the machines and then get in them. I build the machines and then give them to other people to shoot with.
That was Pacifico speaking.
Oh, it sounded like Cinco to me.
This would be an entirely different conversation if we had gone to Strixhaven before going to Kaladesh.
And you just rock up and see Professor Luke.
So,
How old is this guy? Oh, he's like 15. What?
So is this where my chaotic
yeah.
neutral bullshit comes in?
Oh no.
Random bullshit, go!
No. I'm gonna slowly correct you to chaotic good, because, you know, being chaotic neutral just lets you do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna turn you into a good guy, weirdo.
Excuse you, but I still have the bit to do. For instance, alright, Dovin Bun, you fucking nerd, where's my goddamn money?
I didn't know you were Moon Knight, or that he was Dracula.
God fucking
I know you're here.
damn it.
I know you're here, Dracula, you massive fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money?
I mean, Dovin Bun is a bloodsucker.
I feel like that would be
You know what?
Pacifico.
Fair.
I feel like it would be Pacifico going up to Dovin Bond being like, okay, Dovin Bond, you massive fucking nerds, where's my fucking money?
Fucking, I love Moon
You
Knight.
still owe me
memes.
$50. You still owe me $50 for when I let you use from when I let you borrow money for the vending machine. You fuck.
Oh yes.
Who
Good
spends
night,
$50 in a vending machine?
Good night, everybody.
Yes. Good night. Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. So just a reminder. Strixhaven, September 16th. I know we had to cancel this week because we had people that were sick, but we will hopefully be coming back on the 16th. So then, Ravnica. When will the next Ravnica session? Well, that's what I'm saying. When
That's not Ravnica.
No, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is like, yeah, when is the next Ravnica? Because it's not 2 weeks from now.
No, the next Ravnica session will be October 4th. You're probably wondering yourself, man, why aren't you getting it? Why aren't we doing it? Shouldn't it be September 20th? No, you fucks! Because we have Genshin to play.
You're going back to gotchas.
Yay!
It's me again. When did I get here?
Time for Ito's
Do I
friend.
remember that?
It's time for Shy Girl. It is time for Super Serial Natlin Man. And it is time for Shield. I would say Shield Mom, but more so Shield older sister.
And more.
And some other... And more. Who knows what we'll have? It's a mystery to some people, but not to me.
What other connections await us in the Genshins?
Who shall we meet next? Will there
Plot
be
twist,
more villains?
Plot twist, it's fucking Hoopa.
See, the plot. Who will they meet? Who will they meet in the next session? The possibilities are zenless.
God damn it.
Defenestrate yourself now.
Listen, I would be down for a Zenless Zone Zero campaign.
Be gone, heathen. Engage in Cliff.
Listen. As long as I don't Star Railroad this campaign, we'll be golden.
Nope, that's it. That's it. All of you, jail.
I didn't do. Hey,
I didn't make it. I didn't make any of it.
All of you.